Hey guys, welcome to the MotorFab YouTube channel. If you've looked at our channel before, you would have seen that we've only done a few videos normally of MotorFab products that we manufacture here for various model cars, a lot of leaf spring stuff, but for a while we're going to be doing something different. We're going to do a little bit of a junkyard build on this beautiful HT Monaro behind us. So we've got coming up, we've got the Aussie Rivals Drag Day, which is in about 90 days time. It's on 20th of June. So we are going to attempt to build this car, and not a full-time thing, it'll just be on the weekends and after work. I've just stayed back tonight here for a couple of hours and done the back rust repair panel. As you can see, I've got more rust repair panels to do and a lot of work to do. So what's going to be happening with this car, it's going to get a lot of MotorFab parts and obviously rear end and a few other parts that we're launching very soon. We'll put those on here and you'll see them come out. What the car will consist of, it probably won't get painted, let's be honest. So it's going to look like a heap of junk. But at the end of the day, it's a HT Monaro, who cares? Now, this is the heart of the project. This is a 454 big block Chevy, 4-bolt mains. It's an oval port motor, it's nothing special. Bought that for about $2,000, I think, out of a burnt dually, a Silverado. So we're gonna put that in it. We're gonna do rings and bearings first. Turbo 400 behind it. That came out of my, I'm not sure if you can see back there, probably not, out of my ute years ago. It used to have a Turbo 400 in it. I've got it laying around. We'll put that in it. And then we're gonna put a heap of this stuff into it. You would have seen plenty of these builds on YouTube before. More so engine, how much nitrous it's going to take, all that sort of thing. We're not going to just blow the thing to smithereens for the fun of it. We're actually going to cap the rings and stuff accordingly, but it'll be a stock motor. Rings, bearings, probably a little nitrous cam. Still flat tappet hydraulic, nothing special. Really, really budget thing, really cheap. The whole car is just cheap. The whole idea of it is we're just doing it for a bit of fun, nothing more. Just to go out there and have a good time, show you guys how little you can actually spend to have a good time. We're array racing, you know, as often as we can. We've got another couple of race cars. You might have seen my my ute. We'll just go back here. There's the old girl hiding in the corner. Yeah, it's great to race, but probably the most fun we have is just going away with the mates for the weekend, hanging out with the boys. And the Monaro will just be like that. We're going to hang out, have a good time, and have a good laugh on a budget. And let's see how fast we can actually go. So we'll run it at the Aussie Rivals Drag Day on the 20th of June. Will be the debut if we make it. Hopefully we will. It's only, like I say, about 90 days time. I've got a lot of work to do. We'll fix all the rust. It won't be painted, let's be honest. Yeah, it's going to be pretty rough, pretty ready, but we'll concentrate on just getting the basic structural rust done. A bit like your roadkill cars, but we'll fix the rust on this one. And the 454, very, very basic, freshen up. The Turbo 400 is a leftover box. It's got a few good parts in it. Hopefully it holds together. At this stage, it's going to have a 28 spline ball Warner, which I'm a little bit worried about. I'm a lot worried about. I've seen many of them break. A 9-inch can shift the budget out a little bit. I've already got a 28 spline ball Warner here ready to go. So we'll see. We've got a few other companies that I work with that have offered up to sponsor us a few parts and that, which is really great. Appreciate that. Anyone else that's interested in getting on board with this project, going to give it a lot of publicity and all that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's just about us having a good time and putting a bit of a junky old Monaro back on the road. Obviously, safety first. A car will be safe. Everything to do with the brakes, steering, suspension will all be done properly and safe. It'll just look pretty crappy from the outside. Obviously there'll be lots of questions, decisions, how fast will it go, all that sort of stuff. That's part of the fun of it. We'll hopefully be ready before the event, be able to put it on the dyno and see what it makes and see how much nitrous we can put in it. If not, the night before, we'll be thrashing away and we'll be guessing at the track, but we'll see how we go. I have every confidence it'll go straight and it'll hook up with a Motorfab rear end in it. Also, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, there'll be new parts that we've been working on for the HK Holdens that will do demonstrations on this car as we launch them and fit them to the vehicle. It's just going to be a bit of fun and show you guys some of what we do and some of how we stuff around, have a good time. I haven't come up with a name yet, so if you can think of a name for this car, please put in the comments. Subscribe. I'm going to try to do weekly videos to keep you up to date, everything that's happening. We'll make a start on the engine, hopefully this week or next week, tear it down and get the rings and bearings ordered. Like I said, a lot of work to do on the car. Poor old thing. It's got the general lead number on the side. That is definitely a bonus. It's pretty good. Structural wise, just looks crappy. Got a few bits and pieces in there. And yeah, any suggestions, any comments, any questions, please feel free to ask. In the shop, we've got a few things. We've got a Capri that we're doing for a customer up there. After we get the Monaro, the way I've been documenting the build on my little Tirana here a fair bit, so you might have seen that on Facebook or Instagram, but after we get the Monaro sorted, I'll probably do a little bit more to do with that. The swear word, COVID-19, whatever the hell it's called, coronavirus, who cares? Trying to avoid it, don't give a shit. Hopefully don't get it, hopefully don't die. Hopefully all the elderly people out there, hopefully you can stay safe and stay away from it. So I'm hoping that obviously Aussie Rivals Day is going to go ahead. That's 20th of June. So most of the reschedules on events have been either around that date, a little before or a little after. So I think everyone's considering that it's going to be safe by that date. I think 16th of May is a Kenda Tyres event at Willowbank Raceway. I'm really excited to race that, get the old ute out. I missed Sydney. We're just too busy with work, and you know, the racing budget was low, so we didn't go away, and so I miss it. I haven't raced since Radio Right last year, which was absolute blast. It was, yeah, one of the most challenging race meets that I've been to. I went from the test day on the Friday thinking that I'd destroyed the engine because of the terrible noise that was coming out of it after I tried to put about 40 pounds of boost and nitrous on top of it, and yeah, it just was a bit of a crazy idea. I tried, but I tried it and it didn't work, but it also didn't fail as bad as I thought. What the noise turned out to be was actually the converter bolts had rattled out and I was smashing the back of the block. It just made a terrible noise just on shut-off. We ended up fixing it and then having to totally start again with the tune-up because I turned the nitrous off. It didn't cool the charge like I'd hoped it would. And so, yeah, I had to completely start again from fresh, which we ran out of qualifiers to do so. So sort of started doing that into the rounds, but got my shit together and ended up making the final in 275, which I lost the final, but who cares? You get in the final these days, you're excited. So that was the last time that I raced and had an absolute ball. So I'm really looking forward to the May round. So it'll be a little bit of a distraction from the old Monaro here. But yeah, I'll actually try to film some stuff and bring it to the channel, keep you guys entertained, go through a little bit of the setup, the tuning, the servicing the car, stuff like that. It goes with it. Anyway, I'll get back to the Monaro. Thanks for watching.